Guys, welcome back to Victory TV presented by Canva. I'm your host, Jake Barkadash, and I'm joined as always by Melbourne Victory women's captain, Kayla Morrison. Kayla, welcome back to the show, and after a week off, I believe you've brought some special cargo to the studio today.
Look, I missed you and I missed Victory TV, but my company was kept really well with this trophy and the girls and all the celebrations that came along with winning.
Oh, we're going to dig into it tonight. How good is that? An unforgettable evening for the girls as they secured the back-to-back championships, and we'll be joined by Markovski tonight to take us through the day. Also, defensive enforcer Roderick Miranda will join us in studio to talk about last night's match and the derby this week, and we'll have some post-match reaction after our win in Perth last night. So another big one, Kayla.
I feel like there's so much to get through, so let's just dive right in.
Let's do it. Well, it was our first trip to HBF Park since February 2019, and despite a trip with plenty of flight delays, the boys continued their momentum towards the final series, and with an important away win over the Glory. Ben Horner will take you through the highlights.
Rojas off the post, maybe a bit of fortune for Perth Glory. And Marjota, saved by Reddy. And Brimmer link up, Hamill off the thigh. Getting a little scrappy, and then Josh Brillante just thumps his boot through it and forces a split-second save from Liam Reddy. Here is a strike, deflected, and then saved by Liam Reddy. He had to be alert and sharp. Burke Gilroy, Nyongabiri, good touch in front of Colley. And Giordano Colley now finds Timmins. The overlap from Clisby, who drives it wide of goal. Brimmer as Marjota. Finally, he grabs another goal, the Italian. Breaks a 12-match run without a goal in the league. And Victory finally have a goal in the West.
Our quest for the top spots continues with that result, and Kayla, good to see us put another game in the bank with 3 points.
The boys have been playing good for a number of games now. They were just a bit unlucky to get that run of draws, so it's great to see them take home the 3 points.
Couldn't agree more. Well, one of the key players last night was Brendan Hamill, and we caught up with him before the team's return to Melbourne.
An excellent win last night.
Yeah, top win. Difficult circumstances. It's always tough travelling to Perth, and then we sort of had the added obstacles, as everyone knows, with a delayed flight getting in all hours of the morning. So to back up 3 days from Adelaide to travel, a few more obstacles to come away with a 1-0 clean sheet, another 3 points. We take that and we move on.
It's a second consecutive clean sheet for the defence. What is it that they've done differently in order to achieve that?
We've been defending well all season. I think the past few weeks we've been looking at the little details that make the big difference, and I think that's all it is really. I think as a whole, we've been defending very well, and that starts at the top. It's not just the back four or the back six with the goalkeeper. It's the whole team. Everyone has a role to play, and just fine tuning those little details makes a big difference. A little 1% here, 1% there, and we got to continue that for the remaining games.
Huge game on Saturday against Melbourne City.
Huge game, can't wait. Home derby, packed house. Can't wait to get in front of the members and fans, and we're on a little bit of a roll, and City, on a little bit of a roll as well. They're at the top of the table, so it's going to be a good game, and we focus on ourselves. First and foremost, we recover, we get back to Melbourne, and it's not too far away, and it's going to be exciting.
A big thank you to Brendan for catching up with us before his trip back home. And Kayla, he was solid as ever last night, your centre backs.
I think he's been solid the whole season. He's, super, what is that word? What's that word when they're like, consistent. He's so consistent.
That's what you were looking for.
Yes.
I thought it was a bigger word after your Wordle performances.
Okay. Anyway, he's so consistent. Love him on the field, love him off the field. Centre backs for life.
Great player. Well, it was another historic week for the club as we secured the club's third W League championship. And Kayla, it looked like it was a pretty special day for everyone involved.
It was the best day ever. Going back to back is a feeling like no other. Just being with the girls, it's a moment you'll remember forever.
Well, time to hold your horses as we're going to take a look back at the day our girls went back to back in Sydney.
It's coming, football's coming home. It's coming home, it's coming home, it's coming, football's coming home.
How good was that? An incredible day for everyone in Sydney and all the fans here in Melbourne watching. I'm sure it'll be a day you never forget, Kayla.
Absolutely. There were so many emotions, lots of happiness, just happy to be around the girls. An absolutely electric day.
Well, one of the stars of the day and the season was Maya Markovski, and she's been good enough to join us on Victory TV. Maya, welcome.
Thanks for having me. Didn't really have a choice, but that's all right.
Well, yes, most people don't. But anyway, first off, congratulations on the
you.
win. Obviously, it's pretty special to be able to go back to back.
Oh yeah, it's an unreal feeling to go with the girls. Never really was in doubt. We had a few rocky moments during the season, but we're a team made for finals and we all stuck with each other and yeah, we got the job done.
So talk to us about your season. It was another one for you to kind of build as an individual and build as a player. What are your thoughts looking back on it?
Yeah, definitely a season for building. Got my first starts, first goals, and yeah, just kept building and progressing through the season, gaining some confidence.
And what was the thing that made you most famous this year? Maybe a little celebration?
No.
I saw that.
Maybe a little celebration that I did, yeah.
Is it going to stick?
No.
No.
I think that was a one-off. I got to up it though next year. But
Yeah, exactly.
No
All the
spoilers.
young kids, they lived for it, so you're
Yeah.
just going to have to build on it next year.
exactly.
Well, you're not only famous through the TikToks
Oh
and the
my gosh.
Instagrams, but you're famous on Victory TV because your name is constantly dropped in the content segment.
Oh, that's nice.
This is your time now to rebut any of those things.
Any of those things. Well, I know it gets dropped a lot, especially Leah. Every question she got asked, she said my name. She thought she was funny. But to be honest, if there was a question for most funniest person in the team, then I would have got that too. So whatever, it is what it is.
That is 100% true.
Well, we've obviously seen through the content series we've run and all the girls we've interviewed, there's a great camaraderie between everyone. How's that been for you? Has that obviously been a special period for everyone leading into finals as well?
Yeah, I think that's kind of just what's made us one, to be honest. So we've just stuck with each other, not only on the field, but off each other. Off the field, we have a really good bond together. Maybe too good off the field because we start fighting like sisters sometimes, but
Yeah, fair enough. Well, besides winning the trophy, was there a favourite moment for you in the season that stands out?
A favourite moment. I'm trying to think of something funny that's happened, but you know
Surely a
what?
goal.
No. Tell you what was really funny. Robes, do you remember in training where she started laughing at Jeff because Jeff said that the session was going to be a short one today? And Robes, someone who's mute, laughed and everyone just stood there like, oh my God. That was so funny to me.
And the session ended up being like, I swear, 2.5 hours,
Yeah,
3
2.5.
hours that
Oh,
day.
wow.
Yeah.
So she was spot on with that.
Well, shout out Robes there for a bit
Yeah.
of humour. Well, Maya, thank you very much for coming into the studio and congratulations again.
That's all right. Thanks for having me.
Kayla, we got to know Maya a bit through the content series throughout Victory TV, and she didn't disappoint today.
She's an absolute firecracker. She always keeps us on our toes and, always leaves the room with everyone smiling.
Oh, we love that. Well, what a day it was, and we'll be lucky enough to show our appreciation to the girls this Saturday at the Derby as our A-League women's side take their lap of honour at Amy Park. So make sure you are there to show your love, and Kayla, I'm sure you and Maya will be there leading the parade.
I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to make it because I just got called in last minute to help broadcast the Matildas game on Friday night. So
Well, congratulations.
don't say it so
Maybe
jealous.
I can lead the parade for you.
You can help.
Absolutely. Well, let's speak of the Derby. It's going to be a huge contest this weekend, and I can't wait to see what our fans will bring to a home Amy Park Derby. Kayla, it should be an absolute cracker.
I'm sure the fans, the stands, the North Terrace is going to be absolutely packed. I'm sure it's just going to be the greatest atmosphere ever.
Absolutely. Everyone get down there. Well, we'll head into the analysis bunker with Systema to examine the contest. And Kayla, looking at the tail of the tape, there's not much to separate the sides coming into this one.
There isn't, Jake. The numbers speak for themselves with 13 wins apiece heading into this one. And we're looking to take the upper hand this week after 3 consecutive draws in the contest. As you can see, Besh leads the scoring for Victory players in this matchup and holds the record alongside Jamie McLaren for total goals. So hopefully the lads at the back keep Jamie at 9 this weekend. Looking down the chart, interestingly, Marco is the only player there that is currently on our roster, and with his form at the moment, I think he has the chance to match Archie or even surpass him in this chart. So it's going to be another intriguing contest on Saturday.
It will be, Kayla, and thank you again to Systema for taking us into the analysis bunker this week. Well, as Kayla mentioned, one of the guys who will be looking to stop our opponents on the field this weekend is the Portuguese enforcer, Roderick Miranda, and he's been good enough to join us in Victory TV. Roderick, welcome.
Thank you very much.
A bit disappointing you weren't able to be in Perth with the boys last night, but I'm sure you were happy to see them get the win leading into the Derby.
Yeah, of course. I was hoping to play against Perth in Adelaide as well, but most important is the 3 points in both games, so 6 points in 2 games. And we're looking now in a good place for the Saturday Derby.
So over the past 2 years, there's been quite a few internationals that have come to Australia and have not had the chance to get to look around, go to shops because everything was closed. Tell us about your time so far in Australia. It seems things opened up the day you stepped foot here.
Well, we had the chance to meet a little bit Melbourne. Now with this kind of games in Wednesday, Saturday is not so easy. Even with the kids, we need to come back early to house. But we are finding a good place, very good place to live, very good place to be with the family. We are enjoying a lot, me and my wife, my kids as well. So we are loving the place.
What's been your favorite activity to do so far with the family?
Whatever my kids' choice.
Good
if they decide to go to the beach, we go to the beach.
You did say you are putting on a lot of sunscreen because of the sun here, so...
Yes, that was my first advice. When I arrive, I put a lot of sunscreen because here the sun is strong. So with my kids, when we go to the beach, we empty like a bottle just one time in the beach, but everybody is safe for now.
Smart, safety
Yes.
first. Well, you've played in some big leagues around the world, the top flight in Europe, in the UK, in Greece, and also Turkey. How have you found the level of the A-League?
I was surprised when I arrived here because it's not a very known league in Europe. And when I arrived, I was a little bit in the back foot to try to understand the type of players, the kind of football we do it here. And now I'm very excited because all games is very difficult. Every opponent is very difficult. And now will be the first home derby. So I'm very excited for this Saturday game to see the fans, the environment that the fans will make in the stadium. But I'm very pleased with the level in the Australia.
Fantastic. Well, Roderick, thank you for coming into the studio. We appreciate your
very much.
time and good luck for the Derby this weekend.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Kayla, he's been a great inclusion this season, and he's an even better bloke, as we found today, despite being quite fierce on the field.
He is. He's such a nice guy. He's a great soccer player with such a beautiful family as well.
Absolutely. Well, that's it for another episode of Victory TV presented by Canva. You don't want to miss this Saturday's final Melbourne derby of the season and the first A-League men's home Melbourne derby at Amy Park, that we can actually have our fans in the stands as we take on City. Members can enter with membership barcodes or mobile membership, and tickets will be available through Ticketek. And we'll be back at Amy Park this Tuesday night as we take on Brisbane Roar in another revised fixture. A win there will bring us a step closer to securing a home final before the boys head out on the road for most of April. And finally, make sure you tune into Victory TV presented by Canva next Thursday as we look at the week that was at Victory. Kayla, it has been an absolute pleasure once again.
Again, I missed you last week. Stuff happened with COVID. If we can just keep everyone healthy, you guys will not have to miss us again.
Absolutely. So much to talk about. But anyway, from myself, Jake Barkadesh and Kayla Morrison, it's good night.
Good night.